Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to this special event. I'm not normally live at this time of day, as you know, but and in fact I don't go live over the weekends, but today I felt it was important to come on and go live with you because there's a lot of drama today. You've probably seen crypto world is collapsing. And the name of this video is The Truth. We're going to get to the truth today. This isn't going to be nice for some people. Some people aren't going to like it, but nevertheless, this channel is based upon nothing but the truth. So let's have a look at Bitcoin, BTC today. It's collapsing. I've been saying now for a while this can go to zero, and people keep telling me no, it can't possibly go to zero. Yes, it can, because it doesn't do anything. If I'm investing with my money, I'm investing in things that will make the world a better place, that actually do things that serve a purpose, and can pretty much guarantee making money in the future. Bitcoin, BTC is merely a belief. That's all it is. That's everything. That's the only reason why it goes up. Whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks and shares, the only reason these assets go up is because people buy them. That's it. And we now live in a world of social media and influence. And everything is controlled by the media. Everything is controlled by YouTubers, not by me, because I don't do clickbait. I don't promote anything. And I'm going to prove to you today what I'm talking about with promotion, what I'm talking about with hype, made up stories, corruption, scams. It's all on view today. So I want to welcome everybody that's just come in live. We've got CNV Studio Tom has just come in. Ram101 was here before the show started. Welcome to you. Welcome to my guests over there on TikTok. Welcome to my guests on Twitter. Welcome to everyone wherever you're watching me this afternoon. Right. Let's have a look at what's actually happening today. As you can see, my portfolio is actually holding up, it's holding up, and there's a reason for this. It's not going down. As you can see, it's pretty flat today. It's hardly moved at all, despite all of this. Well, the reason is I've sold all my Bitcoin. I've sold all my Bitcoin. This is my Bitcoin. I sold it before it went down. I've not lost any money. I sold it at a wash, so I'm out. But my only crypto asset I have is BSV. Now, I want to make absolutely clear, I am not a fan of either. I am merely a fan of my own money, and I'm also a protector of your money, if you want to put it that way, all right? We're not here to pump. We're not here to promote. We're not here to get you to buy anything, and that is the problem. Some of you won't agree with what I'm about to say, but that is exactly why we are where we are. Big multi-million YouTubers with millions of subscribers have been telling us for a long time, buy Bitcoin, it's going to go to $1 million. And I have to be honest, I was influenced by it. It sounded great. It sounded believable. But at the end of the day, we're human and we're all led by emotion. And that's why we bought in this stuff. That's all it was, based upon no principles whatsoever. People will tell you, well, you follow the charts and you can see it. And I've been in arguments today with people, at least they've been arguing with me, telling me, you don't know what you're talking about. The charts do tell you the truth. Well, every time the charts show you something new, they tell you that that the outlook has changed. It can't break below this point. It can't go past this resistant point. Well, it's been doing it all day. And the rules have been changing all day. And now people are revising everything they ever said. Because at the end of the day, the charts do not predict the future. Uzumaki has just come in and said Bitcoin will not go below $10,000. I have to say there's no evidence to support that. And all day long, I've been doing some tests. I've actually been testing. As you know, I'm all about human behavior. I've toured 195 countries as the world piano man, and I've learned nothing more than people's emotions and understanding people's attitudes. And the fact of the matter is, today I've been putting posts on Twitter, and I have been getting aggression from people, always on one side of the argument. The two would never come together. BTC people will never agree with BSV. BSV will never agree with BTC. And that's the problem, because while all this petty argument is going on, and remember, a fraction of the world actually own any crypto whatsoever, the majority of the world are watching on. All they see is people lying and promoting their own side of the argument. This wouldn't happen in a court. You can't stand in a courtroom and just, one side of the argument. There are two sides of the argument. And all over Twitter today, I've been testing people's emotions. I've been testing my theories. I would post one side of the argument, and then I'd post the other side of the argument, and all you ever got was the one side of the argument trying to promote and pump their side of it, never to get to the truth. And the reality is, whether we like it or not, we only make money when other people lose money. That's how this works. It's not a nice business. It's not a decent business. It's just simply we're trying to manipulate the market. Well, I will not do it on this show. This show has never stood for that. It stood for the everyman of the world, the 99% that aren't even involved in crypto at the moment. And what we've got at the moment, I must have tweeted 50 times today to test people's theory. And every time I post something, and it's got some element of positivity for BTC or BSV, that whole army jump on that and go, yes, it's great, and they share it and post it and share it and post it, because at the end of the day, all they're doing is trying to promote it for themselves. And that is the reality of what's going on here today. So I felt I had to come on and say my bit, because no one actually wants to face the truth. Everyone just wants to promote their own thing. And I put out a discussion the other day, and I offered to do a debate like it's never been done before. When we all watched the BTC Bitcoin in Miami conference, it was all promotion for BTC. Then BSV have a conference. Promotion. How wonderful is BSV? No one comes together because nobody wants to face each other, because both sides of the argument are making up stories. Now, someone said to me, right, well, BTC can't go to zero. How ridiculous is that? It doesn't have it doesn't do anything. If BTC and Bitcoin went away tomorrow, what would actually happen? Nothing, other than people would lose a lot of money. That's real. But if Bitcoin didn't exist, nothing would happen. And that is the point. If you're investing in something that doesn't actually do anything, what's the point? And the only purpose of it is to get you to buy it when I want to sell it. What is the purpose of that? Well, that just sounds like a Ponzi scheme. That's all that sounds like, a Ponzi scheme. And that's exactly what's going on right now. So I want to get everyone's opinion right now, because the whole world's gone mad today with crypto and Bitcoin. Now, let's have a look at it right now. It's Bitcoin, BTC, has it $18,000. Let's go to BSV and look at it. That's now at 53. Let me bring in some of these comments. Did Michael Saylor sell his crypto? Because he said he would if it dropped below 20,000. Well, there you go. There's a brilliant question. Yesterday, I watched a video for someone who was claiming to be part of the Michael Saylor organization, part of MicroStrategies, saying that Michael Saylor will never sell his Bitcoin and has plenty of money to back it up. Well, that doesn't make any sense to me, because if his Bitcoin goes below 20,000, he could be liquidated. And there's people trying to deny that because they want you to watch their YouTube channel while they promote the coin they want to promote. No one is telling you the truth. Everyone is fighting everyone to try to promote their own ends. And if we end up doing this, everybody ends up with nothing. Because the people on the outside of the argument will never get involved. The regular man on the street who has a regular job is never going to jump on the bandwagon, is never going to get involved, because all he sees is corruption and lies and deceit, and he has no idea which way to go. And I said, let's have a debate, let's bring everyone together, and nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. I posed it on Twitter, let's come together, let's have a debate, and nobody wants to do that. Nobody. So you only get one side of the argument. You have channels that are all about BSV. You have channels that are all about BTC, and neither one wants to come together. And that tells you that each one has an element of lies, an element of corruption they don't want to be discovered. And as long as that's the case, we're never going to get to the bottom of this. So what have I done? I've sold all my Bitcoin. Now, why am I holding BSV? Someone said to me, why the hell are you holding BSV? What a load of rubbish that is. Probably. Doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at the BSV chart, and I already bought it. I already had it. And I'm looking at that, and I'm going, okay, it's an all-time low. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a lottery ticket. I don't have any faith, or I don't have any loyalty to BSV. I couldn't care less. All I care about and respect is my money and the people that follow my show and telling you the truth. I don't care if Bitcoin SV goes to $1 million or zero. And I don't care if Bitcoin does the same. I don't care. All I care about is respecting my money and respecting my audience. That's it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if BSV is a load of rubbish and everything we've been told is a lie and it goes to zero, well, I lose $592. That's it. I'm down $29. So I lose $620. That's the worst case scenario. On the other hand, if it goes up to $1 million, I've got $11 million, right? And I'll sell it. As far as I'm concerned, my only objective is to be able to pay my living when I retire. That's it. That's all I want to do. I don't want to be the richest man in the grave. I don't even need more than $1 million. I own my own house. If I have $500,000, I'll be richer than I'd ever need to be. So that's all I want to do. So I don't care. I'm gonna hold this. If it goes to zero, I'm not going to buy any more. I'm not going to get greedy. If BSV goes down today, 50%, I'm not going to go, oh, I can buy some more. It's cheap. How is it cheap? It's just a dot on a screen. I ask a question. If someone come knocking on your door today and said to you, give me $500 right now, give me $500 right now for this dot on this screen. They held up a phone and they showed you a dot on a screen. If you click this, you can buy this dot on this screen. This dot on this screen is a magic dot. It's connected to the blockchain. It's amazing. You don't understand it, but you don't need to understand it. Give me $500. Who would do it? No one. We do it because we see it on the telly. We see it on YouTube. We see everybody else doing it, and we think, wow, this is great. It looks really great. When Robinhood came out, it was in trouble for gamifying investment. And that is exactly what is happening. People are incentivized to buy stuff they don't understand. And before someone says, no, Bitcoin is great, it's got all this benefits and all this stuff, I'm not talking to the people who think they know all about it and think they can't learn anything and think, no, I know all about it, I can't get it wrong. Well, you are wrong because Bitcoin is going down, right? It's simple. I'm talking to the average man on the street. And we did a poll, and I posted this poll on Twitter, and I got no response from anyone because no one wanted to promote this. This was the truth. We did a poll, and over 70% of the people we polled said they did not understand a thing Michael Saylor said. And those same people that we polled, 70%, I asked them, have you ever then bought Bitcoin? And they said, yes, the majority had. Now, what that proves, and no one has talked about it, and no one has promoted it, no one has retweeted that post, is people will buy whatever anybody else tells them like sheep. like lemmings over a bloody cliff. Now, no one wants to retweet that post because that makes whatever they're investing in look bad or feel bad, and they don't want to do that because I'm going to lose money. This is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. It's kind of like a drug dealer. A drug dealer gives you a few little tidbits, gives you a few drugs, and you take a few drugs, and then all of a sudden they start hyping the price up. You're hooked. And this is exactly the same. This behavior is addictive, and nobody wants to share that information. Let me read some of these comments. What have we got in here today? We've got quite a few comments. Let me get started at the top. Robbie Cooper's here. Did you sell your Bitcoin? Yeah, I've sold it. Surprised and disappointed. Surprised and disappointed by your actions. Tom B is surprised by my actions. Surprised by what? Telling the truth? Selling a coin before it... You'd rather me hold it? I had Bitcoin at 30,000. You think I should just hold it and let it go to zero? Surprised by your actions. I've sold something that's going to zero. That's responsible. BTC will go below 5,000. See, you're picking these numbers. Some say 5, some say 10. No one knows. Bitcoin will not go below 10,000, period. You don't know that. You've looked at a chart and you think that's where it bounced off last time. I know what he's talking about. People think I don't understand charts. I understand charts better than most. I had a very good education. I went all the way with my education. And because of that, I don't look at charts, right? Everyone's talking about 10,000 because its lowest point here, it bounced off it. If that's how you invest in business, that's crazy. You're just hoping that in the past, it bounced and it pumped from 10,000, so it's bound to do it again. Well, we had a number here today around the 20,000. When it passed the highest peak, the lowest highest peak, whatever it was. I was watching someone's analysis earlier. Well, it broke that. It completely broke that and destroyed that chart. So now they're going, well, it can't hit this point. Well, of course it bloody can. Bitcoin doesn't know it's a chart. People just hope it does because it gives them some direction for their pointless guessing. Whole crypto market is finished. The whole crypto market could well be finished because people are too busy trying to promote something they think they understand. Until people accept the reality of it, we're going to go around in circles. Robbie Cooper, yes, it can easily. Of course it can. Martin, I'm being serious here. Allow yourself a weekend off and gather your thoughts. Incorrect. Tom B, what is incorrect? What is incorrect? You're being serious. What? Because I'm online and I'm speaking to people and saying that Bitcoin's going to go to zero. Why? Have you got Bitcoin at $40,000 and you don't want anyone to say it's going to go to zero? Why? Why would you tell me it's incorrect? I'd love your answer to that. Don't just say it's incorrect. Say why it's incorrect. We want to get to the truth, not just rant and rave on YouTube. There's no point to that. DYOR and all your opinions are my own. I have beliefs. Doesn't mean I'm right. That's just what I genuinely believe to be true. Uzumaki just said. All crypto is a Ponzi, in my opinion. Kiprium Dancio, just waiting for Bitcoin to go below 10,000, so affordable to buy. Let's discuss that for a minute. What does that actually mean? If it goes below 10,000, you feel it's affordable. Think about it. Why 10,000? It's a dot on a screen. It's a piece of code in a computer. Why at 10,000 is it cheap? Because when it first came out, it was a few dollars. Would you have paid 10,000 for it? No. Are you telling me you'd pay 10,000 for it because it once was 60,000? What does that actually mean? Are you influenced by social media? I want to understand. I'm not criticizing anyone. I'm trying to understand. And nothing we're saying here actually makes any sense. Robbie Cooper's saying it's a giant Ponzi scheme which is now crashing down. It's behaving like a Ponzi scheme. Whether you think it is or not, It's behaving like one. The very essence of what a Ponzi scheme is, a pyramid scheme is. You sell to people, you convince people below you to buy to inflate it for you. That's what it is. It's whether you say this is not a Ponzi scheme or not, it's behaving like one. I'm giving the opportunity here to put your messages on the screen. So I'd like to know, how is it affordable if it hits $10,000? How is that affordable? Some people have to work half a year for $10,000. It's a giant Ponzi scheme according to Robbie Cooper. A keyboard, Bitcoin. Why mean BTC, don't you? Bitcoin is a chain of digital signatures. Yes, we know that. As it does at the end of every cycle. No, that's not true. If you are a chart reader, you know that it's never broken the cycle where it is today. The level it's gone through today has never done this before in previous cycles. This is worse than any previous cycle. And now the top analysts are redrawing charts because the old chart doesn't work. Again, what does that sound like? The chart doesn't work, so we make up another chart. That makes no sense. The fundamentals don't make sense. Crypto relies on the greater fool theory. Yep, it does. Whatever crypto you buy, it does. Does anybody here really, and I mean really, understand what it actually does? Just wait for the next one. Okay, we'll wait for the next cycle. This cycle didn't work out, so we'll wait for another one. Live on the weekend, yeah, I felt it was important to go live and put all this nonsense to bed. So let's have a look. Aquatic. Did Michael Saylor sell it all? Well, that's the thing. Some people say he did. Some people say he didn't. Well, I thought this was all decentralized and openness, and we could see everything. Some people say this is his wallet. Others will dispute it. Well, if it's completely open and transparent, how can you dispute anything? Well, the reality is no one will give you an answer. I don't see Michael Saylor coming on telling anybody the truth at all. Let's have a look here. The price of BSV is only relatively stable because there's no liquidity. It's on hardly any exchanges. It's a very good point. I've got a short position for Coinbase. There are now people saying Coinbase is going to go bust. How do you feel about that? On eToro, you can't short any crypto. Interesting. Yes. Why is that? Why is that? Because eToro, no, that's not good for their brokerage. Bodden Savica, good afternoon. How are you? You're right, Martin. He said he had to have a stop loss at 20,000 or he would be in liquidation. Yes, he did. But now we don't hear anybody saying anything about it. It's all gone quiet. I thought we had transparency and openness and honesty. Look, guys, this is about to break 18,000. And then it'll go to 17,000. I will say one thing in defense of Bitcoin right now. They said it would fall like a stone. Well, it's not. Many people have said it will go to zero in a heartbeat. It's not. It's going down, but it's going down steadily. They said if crypto was going to come to an end, it would collapse. That's not happening. Axel Black. Okay, well then, what are the main lies and corruption in BSV? Okay, well first of all, if you talk about corruption, all right, I've had this in BSV and BTC. I've had people come on my show who just want to pump and promote a stock. Now, if you've ever watched my show, we have a whole portfolio of stocks, none of which get hyped, promoted, or pumped whatsoever. I own Tesla, Microsoft, Apple, just a matter of fact. It's not a debate, it's not a statement, it's not a promotional tool, it's just my entire portfolio. People, however, in crypto, BSV or BTC, will come on the show and promote and get aggressive towards people who don't want to talk about it. And one person come on here and get aggressive when we talk about Tesla or Microsoft or Apple. I've never seen anybody at Tesla, Microsoft, or Apple stand on a stage like Michael Saylor and say, do not sell your Bitcoin. Because why would they need to? They are a company that make things, and you either buy them or you don't. They don't care. We're just busy making stuff. We're not busy trying to sell our stocks to you. We're just busy making stuff. So that's part of the corruption. And also, when you talk about lies, people keep telling you that charts will hit a certain point, and then they break that certain point, and then they write a whole another set of rules again. Well, that doesn't work in mathematics. Mathematics, and I know I've had an education that went all the way in mathematics. Mathematics does not change. People's opinions and charts change all the time. Blockchain, says Paul, is basically a digital spreadsheet, nothing more than that. Yeah, that's basically right. Paul, too right, but people think it's more than that. They do. They stake their lives on it. Hello, I would like a seat on the bandwagon. Get on the bandwagon. Absolutely. Make stuff up. Make it up. Make it up. We've proved that over and over again. You can make stuff up and everybody believes you. BTC has no utility according to Carbon Craft, so it can actually go to zero. There we go. Carbon Craft believes that. Of course it can. Of course it can. People say it can't. Of course it can. And the argument people will tell me is, well, no it can't, because lots of rich people have bought it and they'll never sell it. That's it. Oh, well, it's being adopted by countries. It's being adopted by bankrupt countries. Oh, well, there's lots of ATMs being put up around the place. Well, they're taken back down again. How can it not go to zero? Of course it can. And if you live in a world where you think nothing can ever go to zero, then you're missing the point. You just don't want to accept the facts. Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of FTX, basically admitted that cryptos are Ponzi's on the Odd Lots podcast a month ago. William Caron, the CEO of FTX. I don't know, I didn't hear that, but that's an interesting point. People interested in crypto should listen to that podcast, yeah? Why not? Listen to all the information you can. Uzi Maki, Bitcoin has a history of massive drops, though. History doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. That's very good. Again, that's not the way to run a company. That's not a way I'd base my theories of knowledge on patterns that happen to rhyme. Anyway, and it has a history of massive gains. No sound on TikTok. Oh, no, you're right. There's no sound on TikTok. I just realized that would be true. Let me go and fix the sound on TikTok. Thank you, Ali Tisro. You're absolutely right. I know exactly why that is. I know exactly why that is. All right. Let me open it up. Okay. I know why that is. I do apologize. I wasn't even thinking about that this morning. I just came on quickly. Hang on, here comes the sound. People are tuning in thinking, where's the sound? Sound's coming. I've got 40 people listening to no sound. That's quite funny. Hang on, 1 second. It's quite incredible that everybody's tuning in and I'm not... There's evidence right there. There's evidence right there about... Right, can you hear me now? Can everybody hear me now? You're on mute. Can you hear me now? I bet you can, right? You can hear me now, can you? Just tell me you can. Yeah, can you do sign language? Yes. Can everybody hear me now? Yes, there you go. That just proves my point about Bitcoin, folks. I've been talking now for half an hour on Bitcoin on TikTok, all right? And I've had over 100 people who can't even hear me tuning in. How about that? That speaks volumes, doesn't it? Let me just get this off the screen a minute. There we go. There we go. Let me just hide that a minute and bring this back up again. So people are tuning in on Bitcoin or on TikTok. One of my biggest audiences today. because everybody's excited about Bitcoin, and I've been talking for nearly half an hour with no sound. There you go. BTC, it is not what Satoshi made. Correct. Correct. A lot of people will agree with you on that one. I think everyone on BSV will certainly agree with that as well. Laldavaza, hi folk, I sold my Bitcoin a month ago, BTC. Will follow market and be back in the end of the year. Let's see. Kavan, right, I will buy whenever fundamentally it sounds okay to do so. At what point is it okay to do so then? When it gets cheap enough? Is that the basis for our knowledge? If it goes to a certain number, what does that actually mean? I think people have devalued money. People go out hard. I mean, imagine you had $18,000 in your hand now. Would you just give it to somebody just because they walked through the door? Would you? But you'll do it on a screen though. BT shut off all Satoshi's opcodes. They panicked because they didn't understand it. These have been re-enabled on BSV, allowing tools to create Turing complete smart contracts. That's Crypto Rebel. Perhaps they bought BTC and they made you speechless. That's probably right. That's probably right. And here, I tell you what, folks, again, think about this. Human behavior. When I had no microphone on TikTok, I had a huge audience. Now they can hear me. There's not so many there. Isn't that interesting? People are more interested in nothing than interested in facts. No one, because they're probably going, hang on a minute, he's talking down Bitcoin. He's saying Bitcoin's going to zero. I don't want to hear this. I've got Bitcoin. I don't want Bitcoin to go to zero. What's all that about? I can't be listening to this. Why? Because I say Bitcoin's going to go to zero. I mean, you tell me. Let's look at BSV right now. Let's have a look at the two. See how they're behaving right now. And I am not a BSV fan. I'm not a Bitcoin fan. I'm only a fan of the people that watch my show because they give their time. And I'm only a fan of the hard-earned money that I have worked for. I don't care. I'm not a Michael Saylor fan. I don't buy shares in Michael Saylor or Craig Wright. They're rich enough. They don't need my support. All right? I'm not interested. Let's get some more reaction. If you put your comments on the screen, I will share your reaction, and I'd love to get your opinion on everything. If you're watching for the very first time, subscribe and ring the bell, give us a thumbs up, and let us know you're here. Let's get your opinions. I'd love to hear people's opinions right now because a lot of people now are losing all their money. Is it their fault? Yes, it is. If you're losing money, is it your fault? Yes, it is. We have to be responsible for our own actions, right? We're manipulated by the TV, by media, yes, all the time. But what we do about that is up to us. Now, you might say, no, nothing to do with me. I watch YouTube, and Michael Saylor looks like he knows what he's talking about. Well, we are responsible. If we lose all our money today, we're the only ones who action the buy and the sell. That's it. Uzi Maki is saying, I'll be honest and say I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Matic. I have never once purchased BSV. And I only purchased BSV a short while ago. Look how I was manipulated. We had Peru coming on our channel, who it ended up being proved all he was trying to do was promote one product. He was basically scamming and using our channel to promote his own ends. That's all he was here for. He was buying everyone's love with his tips. We all thought it was great. And then we all started buying, not all of us, but some of us bought BSV. That's the only reason I bought it. But now I own it. All right? Now I own it. I think, what the hell? Sod it. All right? I'm not going to ever buy any more. I'm not ever going to buy any more. I'm not going to buy it just because it goes to half price. I've got 11. Now, if BSV goes to $1 million, I have got all the money in the world I need. So there we go. William Karom says, cryptos have never faced low liquidity, higher interest rates at environment. Incorrect. And here is another fact that people in Bitcoin will say. They will say that Bitcoin is a hedge to inflation. No, it's not. The greatest business people of our time, the greatest businessmen of our time will all tell you that is absolutely rubbish because Bitcoin is going down and inflation is going up. So the fact is, don't say that Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation, because if it was, it would be going up right now, and it's not. It's going down. It has nothing to do with hedging inflation. But there are still people who will tell you it is, even though it's absolutely rubbish, a complete and utter lie. There is people who tell you that. Wait, Peru Invest is a scammer. He came on our channel merely to promote a product, and we got rid of him in the end. That was all he was doing, was to promote a product. He was giving everyone tips. Again, that same thing. I've never had anyone try to promote any asset, any stock to anyone. No one was coming on promoting Tesla or Microsoft or Apple, and nothing. But BSV and Bitcoin have a cult-like following where people are incentivized to buy it and led up a path to buy it. That's not investing. That's not intelligent investing. That's not what we do here. Same for most tech stocks in general. We don't talk about it get us too far off topic. No, we don't talk about that anymore. That's right. Just answering the question from LS. So what do you feel today? As we've sat here today, in this half an hour we've been here so far, how long have we been on air? About half an hour or so. Bitcoin, BTC, is still going down. It's about to break 18,000. So it's not doing what everybody said it would do, who said it would crash to zero instantly. It's not doing that, is it? But it's going down steadily. That's because at the moment, the whales who own nearly all of it aren't selling it. They're just sat on it. Now, they all try to make out, the everyman, me and you, we're all stupid. We're all stupid. We don't know what we're doing. The rich people, the whales, and remember, there's only a handful. There's not millions of them. There's a handful. They're just holding it. Because the moment they sell it, it will go to zero. The moment the whales sell it, it will go to zero. But they're not. Because the moment they do that, they know it's all over. So they've got to wait. Now, they can afford to lose their money. Because if they lose their money, they've got insurance, they've got other policies, they've got other assets. Doesn't affect them. But if you're the average guy watching my show and you've got $1,000 and it goes to zero, you can't pay your mortgage. So all of us are selling it. And we're told we're stupid because we don't understand what we're doing. Where the whales, they're clever. They're not clever. They're not clever. They don't know anything. They don't know anything that you don't know. They just have more money than you do. And they can afford to lose money that you can't. Let's have a look. Uzi Maki said, sub any of the new crypto visitors looking for a safe haven during the sell pressure. What do you mean, Uzi Maki? Could you explain that again? Maybe it came out of context, your comment. Ali Tisro, Saylor has a publicly traded company. So obvious you can see his holdings. He hasn't sold. Okay, he hasn't sold. So would you explain to me then, at what point would he be forced to sell? Because we know for a fact that a lot of Michael Saylor's purchases were in the 40,000 mark. We know that. So at what point, Ali, if you can see everything and you know exactly what's going on, at what point would he be liquidated? At what point would Michael Saylor go bankrupt? Because there has to be a number. It can't just be forever and ever and, never get in trouble. There must be a number. Crypto Rebel says Bitcoin should be used and have utility. BTC is a broken system with IMB blocks. BSV has 4 gigabytes. I hear about this all the time. And when I ask people to explain it, data is value, no one gives an actual explanation that actually makes any sense. It sounds like they've, read the book from Michael Saylor and they regurgitate it, but it doesn't actually make any sense in the real world. When you say Bitcoin's value is data, what does that actually mean? Who pays for the data? What data are you getting? If I'm giving you $1,000, what are you giving me in return? Data. Somebody will tell me. What data? Numbers. Well, what does it do? Don't know. Do you have to know what it does? No. Just buy it anyway. All right then, here's my money. I mean, what does that actually do? Ali Tisro. Yeah, he only has a 100 million loan, which his company makes money so he can pay back. I think he said around 3,000, but if it gets to that point, he can pay it back. He has over $2 billion worth. Okay. So, like I said, Michael Saylor can afford for it to go all the way down to 3. Is that what you're saying? Now, I know some people will disagree with that, but that's what you're saying. I'm not here to judge. I don't judge, promote anything. All I want to do is get my portfolio to 200,000 so I can earn 20% a year and live in my little house in Cornwall, and that's it. That's it. I don't care about anything else. 100 million is nothing compared. Well, so basically what you're saying then, it can go all the way down to $3,000. He's not bothered. He's not bothered. He's rich enough. That's the difference then, right? The Bitcoin whales don't care if it goes down to $3,000 on your statement there. Doesn't matter. I guess he'll just buy more, right? Doesn't matter. But to me and you and everybody else who bought in at 30,000, 40,000, it does matter. And we're all the little people that lose everything, but it doesn't matter. Well, I don't see much point in an asset that only half a dozen people own. What would be the point of that? Ultimately, long term, what would be the point if only half a dozen big organizations owned it all? It'd be their own private little club. No one could get in. What would be the point? Uzumaki said, I'd expect some people are here watching the live stream aren't normal visitors. During times of significant selling pressure, a lot of people hop on over YouTube live to look for soothing talk. Well, I hope I'm offering soothing talk. I'm sure I'm not. I'm just offering the chance for everyone to debate, everyone to share their opinions, not to promote anything and have their say, and face reality. And the reality is 90% of crypto, 99% of crypto today is 90% down. That's the reality of it. Something that was supposed to hedge inflation. At what point do we accept that was a load of rubbish and not true? Because if it was, it ain't doing it. And people still want to convince me it is. We're about to break 18,000, folks. Or does anyone think it's about to fly up to $1 million? Maybe it will. Mr. Jid, 1973, has just said, does Bitcoin can survive after a fall down to zero? That's a good point, isn't it? If it goes to zero, who would buy it? I've always said that about my stocks. When my stocks get low, this is my portfolio, by the way, does it mean it's worth buying if Tesla gets to 50 cents? Would you buy it? No. It's gone past the point of value now. Now it's just going bankrupt. So would anyone buy it if it hit zero? Everyone buys it at $1. What? That would just be what? We're going to pump it up again and dump it again. What would be the sense of that? I can't see how it would, but somebody probably would. They'd go, it's only $1, innit? That's like my BSV. Exactly like my BSV. I've got 11 coins of BSV. I own 11 Bitcoin. Hey, I'm a millionaire. If it goes to $1 million, I've got 11 million bucks. I'm a millionaire. Brilliant. But do I have respect for it? No. Does it care about me? No. I just own it because if I lose $500, I'm prepared for that. I've accepted that. Minnow, Michael will never sell. I am going to buy to 15,000. I will buy at 15,000 if it goes below, until it gets to 12,000. Where do these numbers come from? Somebody tell me. And please don't tell me it's a line on a chart and an average and a resistance line that somebody passed in the past. Someone drew on a graph in the past. Where do you get these numbers from? Crypto Rebel. Data is just one use case for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a public ledger. So naturally you can store data on it. Yeah, but what data? What does it mean? I'm trying to help you. You obviously like BSV and you think everyone should buy it. You've got an open chance here to tell the world why BSV is great. You're saying it's got data on it. What does that mean? What does it actually mean? Until you can convince the world of your argument, no one is going to buy it. Simple as. No one's buying BSV. Hardly anyone is buying BSV. Everyone's selling BTC, looking for somewhere to put their money. If you could give a compelling argument, and you should be able to because you believe in it, that's why you bought it, tell me. You have the floor. You have an audience. Thousands of people will watch this video over the day, and you could pump up BSV if you could give an answer to that question. Why are BSV people like a cult? No offense. No, hey, it is a fact. The BSV army, like the Shiba army. I have had Shiba army people come on here. They call themselves an army. They're not a bloody army. They're a bunch of kids on a computer messing around. They call themselves an army. An army isn't based upon ranting and raving. It's based upon principles of decency, integrity, and strength. I'm inviting anyone to give a compelling argument. As of yet, no one has given me a damn thing. Not one reason. I asked and I contacted Michael Saylor. I asked and I contacted the heads of the BSV to be part of an online debate. And I received communication back from both sides. But none wanted to come on together. None wanted to face each other. Well, that to me proves everything. Until you do, you look like a cult. You look like a scam. Giving you an opportunity to prove differently, but you're not. BTC is like the cult. BS is like the cult. BSV is just defending itself from the cult. See, look, there is the point right there on the screen. You're a cult. You're not a cult. It's like kids in a playground. Now, some of you are going to switch off and go, I'm done with this because I'm not getting anywhere. Some of you are going to go, I can't win the argument. Well, if you can't win the argument, it's because you had nothing to win with in the first place. I want to get to the bottom of the argument. Somebody stand up and tell us why we should buy Bitcoin. Tell us why we should buy BSV. Kill the argument. Crush it. I invite it. I don't see a point in buying BTC at 40,000, 50,000, 30,000 and then to sell it at 20,000. Hey, Ali Tisro, absolutely none whatsoever. And I didn't sell it at 40,000. I didn't buy it at 40, 50, 30 and sell it 20. I didn't. Every time I bought and sold my Bitcoin, I made money. I didn't lose any money. I'm not in the business of losing money. It's easy. I find it easy to make money. It's difficult to keep it. And right now, in the last few months, I've not been able to keep any money because of the recession and the war. Everything's going down. But I'm not losing any money because I've not sold my assets that are down. I'm not doing that. I've not lost any money. Just the value of my stocks have gone down. But I haven't lost any money in crypto. When I sold out, it was at a wash. Saw the writing on the wall. I bought some Bitcoin last night before all of this. Last night, I bought it And Paul B said to me, it's about to go to, it's going to go to $10,000. And I looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and I thought, this is ridiculous. And I sold it. I didn't lose any money. And I'm damn not sure I'm not holding it either. Moe Miller, that's not true. To no one anywhere you will find. Anyone at all will tell you to buy BSV. Please do your homework with an open mind. It's hard-earned money. We need to do our own homework. Don't listen to anyone. That's absolutely right. Don't listen to anyone. You buy BSV, you're basically buying into the new IPv6 internet, of which BSV utilizes a micro-transactional, ad-free, anti-Google, privacy orientated, human-centric internet. Now, I want to challenge that. I just read that. Now, you know, I'm an educated guy. I went all the way in my education. I did very well in mathematics. I understand the English language. But when you read that, does anybody actually understand that? I mean, seriously, really, in a day-to-day business, in a day-to-day life, that sounds like Michael Saylor. And no one understood what he said. In a poll, we proved it, who then went out and bought Bitcoin. We're all repeating what we hear on the internet. Do you actually know what that actually means? And what does it actually do? What does it actually do for you in real terms? I swear all these BSC people are robots, and they keep saying the same thing that I can't understand. Exactly. Educated people do not understand what that means. But hey, it sounds clever, I'm going to buy it. And that's where we are in life right now. Great shame. Let's have a look at the bottom here. BSV scales, the others simply can't. That is true. I get what you mean. It can process more payments. Okay, great. All right. Well, gold can give you a big dent in their head, whereas a softer metal won't. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't really mean anything in the real swing of things. Now, I know some people get really annoyed and go, well, yeah, but that's the whole point. Well, the whole point of what? It can't scale. Everyone's repeating the same old crap over and over again. Does anyone know anything about Celsius? There was a con. There was a scam right there. Celsius said a day before it collapsed, it had money to back up all its transactions. A day later, it didn't. Because they were telling you what they wanted to hear, and they scammed and shafted everybody. Crypto needs pumping. That's the only thing that makes them go up. That's why the holders are so fanatical. True. And we had them on the show. And we had members leave this channel because it had become the BSV promotional channel. And we got rid of it. Ridiculous. Soren S. Let me just put Soren S. comment up on the screen. He said, I'm tired of this. Do your own research. Do your homework. I can only research the internet, and the internet is full of bull coins every day. Where can I find the info? At the library. Yeah, at the library. The only way is doing what we're doing here now. There you go, folks. Bitcoin is now broke 18,000. It's gone lower again. We might watch it go to zero here tonight. Crypto Elf of Rivendell. The argument has been around since its inception. People buy it in hopes numbers go up. Do you know why the only reason why stocks go up? Because people buy it. The only reason it goes down is because they sell it. That's it. You could sell absolute rubbish and there's somebody out there who will buy it. That's the reality. But nobody wants to say that because that doesn't sound very good. I've got a load of rubbish. Oh, Bitcoin's collapsing as we speak. There we go. Look at it now, look. As we speak, it's accelerating. Look at this. We're now 17,894. It's not doing what everybody said it would do, though. Go to zero in a heartbeat. But It's going down most certainly. Crypto Rebel. BTC can't be used for e-commerce because of the 1 megabyte blocks and giant fees. BSV scales and has tiny fees. That's true. That's a good argument. Nice one, Crypto Rebel. I like that one. I don't think that's one we can answer. I know it has problems with cash flow. Withdrawals are frozen, I believe. Do you know what? Here's one thing that nobody's even saying. No one's even saying. Why do you invest in crypto? Why does anyone buy crypto? Any crypto. Why? Because you want to make some money, right? You want to make some money. Okay, that's all it is, right? You're not a fan of the word BSV, are you? You're not married to the word Bitcoin? No, couldn't care less. You just want to make some money, right? That's all you care about. You want to make some money so you won't have a financial difficulty in the future. Right, okay. Tell me now then. Tell me now. Do you think, let's take BSV or Bitcoin, couldn't care less which one. Right, couldn't care less which one now. Bitcoin, BSV, doesn't matter. Everybody's going, Bitcoin's really cheap now. It's $18,000. Well, forget that. It's about to go to zero, right? It's really cheap. Fantastic. I'm going to buy it. All right. Imagine. Let's round the figures up. Imagine it's 20,000 right now, which it ain't. Let's imagine it's 20,000. And it goes all the way up to 40,000. That is a gain of 100%. You've doubled your money. Brilliant. You've doubled your money. I told you Bitcoin was great. Bitcoin, I've doubled my money from 20 to 40,000. It sounds like this huge amount of money. No, it's not. It's 100%. That's it. On the other hand, you could have got your money and you could have done what I do. I bought Virgin Galactic, which actually is a real product. It flies people into space. It's about to launch end of the year. It's got customers, real people, buying real tickets. If this stock goes from $6 to $12, you are up 100%. The very best you're going to be up with Bitcoin. Does that not make Bitcoin look absolutely stupid? Everyone's excited because Bitcoin sounds expensive. It's going to be $1 million. It's not about the money. It's about the percentage. If you are an investor, a real investor, all you care about is percentages. If I said to you, you can buy Bitcoin at 20,000 and I can guarantee it would go to 40,000, but knowing it can crash down to zero because it doesn't do anything, would you buy it? Well, if you'd buy it, this man's clueless. Because I don't agree with you. That's the argument. And that's the argument all Bitcoin and BSV fans have. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'm not stupid. I've been to 195 countries of the world, piano man. I've gone all the way in college and university. I'm not stupid. And the reality is, if Virgin Galactic, and I'm just picking one of my stocks, goes from 6 to 12, it's gone up by the same amount as Bitcoin from 20 to 40. That is a fact. If Bitcoin goes from 20 to 40, it's up 100%. If Virgin Galactic goes from 6 to 12, it's up 100%. I make the same amount of money. But guess what? It ain't going to go to zero because it owns rockets and ships. It has paying customers. And that's just one. In reality, Virgin Galactic, in my opinion, on the basis of strategy and analyzing the stock, is going to go to $100. What's that, 1,000%? Well, Bitcoin's not going to go up 1,000%, is it? And I don't have to risk a lot of money to do it. That's just sound business advice. Let's read some of these comments. Let's have a look. Fear of missing out. FOMO, that's all it is. Yeah, Bitcoin's going to $1 million. I'm not interested in Amazon at $100. Amazon, the biggest shop in the world. I'm not interested in Amazon, something everybody uses, because it's boring, right? It's boring. Everybody uses Amazon. I just buy stuff. Yeah, but Amazon's one of the best businesses in the world. And it's only $100 a share. I'm not interested in that. But I'll buy a Bitcoin because it can go to $1 million. A made-up number. Read my comment, bro, and tell me I'm wrong. Which comment was that? Thomas Gill. All right, bro. You do realize you're selling your Bitcoin now as well as everyone else who is panicking. And the whales that's sold at 69 are now buying back and taking your money. They're not taking my money. I didn't sell at a loss. I didn't sell at a loss. I did not sell at a loss. So that is not a valid point. I didn't sell at a loss and give it to rich people. Not at all. Right. Now then, let me look at this on the screen. This will be interesting. Because now, would someone describe to me what's happening on the screen? Would someone describe to me what's happening on the screen? Hang on. Let me refresh this screen a minute. I want to get a reaction from somebody. I want to make a point. Would someone tell me what word would you use to describe what is happening with Bitcoin right now on the screen? What is happening? In your opinion, what is Bitcoin doing? And if you're watching right now, subscribe, ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up. Let's get more people in the argument. When you put a thumbs up, it shares to more people. Can someone tell me what's happening right now? I want to get one of the Bitcoin fans to tell me what is happening right now. In your words and your language. I'd love to hear someone's point. It's retracting. Okay, that's good. I like that one. Ali Tisro, we got a super chat. It does nothing what it does in crypto winter crash. Whoops-a daisy. Let me skip the ad. Thank you very much for the super chat, Ali. Thanks ever so much. It's doing what it does in crypto winter. It's crashing. What I was waiting for, and I'll be honest with you, it didn't happen this time. What I was waiting for is for someone to say, Bitcoin is pumping. That's what I normally get. When it moves a little bit, suddenly it's pumping. If I'd have waited a bit longer, I might have got it from somebody. But that's normally what happens. And to be fair, it didn't happen this time. So I say it as it is. It didn't. But normally, people say, Bitcoin's pumping. It's not bloody pumping, is it? Retracting is true. It had a momentary blip. It looked good for a minute. But that's what normally happens. People say it's pumping. Still more pain to come. Thomas Gill. Just like you saying it's dumping when it moves a little bit. Yep, true. Very true. But I'm not talking about it dumping when it went down the last hour. Even though I said that, I'm talking about the whole day. I'm not talking about the last 2 minutes. I'm talking about the day. It's dumping today. That's what I'm talking about. You short those pumps. Who believes in shorting a stock? Who thinks it's right to short a stock? I've never shorted a stock in my life. Hello, CMV Studio is here. How are you, Tom? Lovely to have you here. Depends what time your frames you're studying. I feel sorry for El Salvador. Yes, so do I. People that didn't have all the facts presented to them, their country adopted Bitcoin, and those poor people who only bought in because they were desperate for money, as are a lot of people right now in this show. They're losing all their money. Josh, thanks for the subscribe. Appreciate it very much indeed. Thanks a lot. Those of you who've just joined in right now, I want to give some clarification to what you're watching right now. My name is Martyn Lucas. I was voted by Elton John as the World Piano Man. This is my TV studio, my music studio. And I'm live right now here in Texas, right? Even though I'm from Cornwall in England. And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a real guy that's toured 195 countries, learning about people, learning about greed, learning about scams and cons and manipulation. This is my actual money, my real portfolio. These are all my real stocks, my real money. And when someone said to me today, you sold all your Bitcoin and you gave it to the rich people, I am down today $12. I don't lose money. I make money. I respect money. I don't give it away. All my stocks are down right now. Some are green from Friday, but nearly everything is down because of recession, because of inflation, because of everything else. But I'm not down. And I wasn't down today by selling my Bitcoin at all. Now then, what do we have here? BSV is down today 1.9%. Bitcoin is down 12.27. Normally, these stocks go together. They are separating. Now, people said to me this morning, it's ridiculous to say people are selling out of Bitcoin, BTC, and buying BSV. Well, the fact is, they are. People go, no, that's rubbish. People would not sell Bitcoin to buy BSV. Well, they are. They are. They must be. How can you say that? Well, what makes a stock go down? People selling it. What makes a stock go up? People buying it. Well, how come then Bitcoin's got going down and BSV's virtually staying flat? It's had a few times today when it went up. Someone's buying it. No one's selling it. But everyone's selling Bitcoin. BTC. So whether you like to hear it or not, that's the fact of the matter. Market profit is here. Let me go up and have a look. Market profit. Let's read this comment out. Very important. Market profit says derivatives are causing a massive cascading effect. Over-leveraged holdings like MicroStrategy getting margin called and forced liquidations coming in. Now, market profit, I want you then to discuss this because Ali Tisro said, and this is where we get down to it, MicroStrategies isn't in trouble. Michael Saylor's got plenty of money, and he's only concerned if it gets down to 3,000. I thought everything was open and honest and real, and everyone could see what was going on. Ali Tisro said Michael Saylor isn't selling anything, and he's not bothered until he hits 3,000, which is the very opposite of what you're saying. You're saying he's going to get wrecked and all the rest of it. So what do we make of that? Which way is it? I'm merely posing the arguments. I sell for cheap now, Josh says. Don't call it cheap. Don't ever call money cheap. This isn't cheap. 10 years ago, $17,000 was very expensive for Bitcoin. And now we go $17,000 for a string of code is expensive. Sorry, is cheap. How did it ever become cheap? Because it's $18,000. I've never heard of anything like it. Never mind BTC. View account is pumping. Do you know, at the end of the day, I came on today with a very simple message. All right? The truth. That was it. It wasn't done to gain subscribers or make money. If it was, I would have made a video. Going live does not make me money. What makes YouTubers money is making videos. Going live does not make money. Not at all. But I wanted to go live because I wanted to deliver this message. How you stay so perfect, I'll never know. I have no idea, Sam. Market Profit, very happy you're back. Let's get Market Profit's reaction to what I just said. Would Bitcoin be 10,000? Could Bitcoin be 10,000? Bitcoin could go to zero. Robert Rose, you're somehow contradicting yourself within each sentence. No, I'm not. I'm not contradicting myself, Robert, and tell me where I am contradicting myself, and I will check myself. This is not a simple subject. This is complex. This has angles. This has different elements. This is not straightforward black and white stuff. I will gladly answer your question if I've confused you in any way. All right? Please do explain what you mean. These cryptos, bro, who said stay happy being poor, are now back to their mum's basements. Yeah, that's very good, Orange. I like that. Read my comment above. It's self-fulfilling with so much leverage in the system. Everyone's borrowed money out of their depth, getting liquidated. Ali Tisro, Market Profit is a deleveraging agent. But to be clear, MicroStrategy is not being margin called. Okay. Market Profit, what do you have to say about that? We'd like your comments. Is MicroStrategy being margin called? I personally don't know, but I personally don't understand how it can't be when I know he bought Bitcoin at 40,000. Not all of it. I know that, but a lot of it. So I don't care how rich you are, you can go to zero. Anyone can go to zero. I mean, was it Donald Trump's gone bankrupt 7 times? So anyone can. Robert Rose agrees that MicroStrategy cannot be margin called. There seems to be so much disagreement with it on this point. BSV has such a small market cap compared to anything else. This is bigger. This bigger the market cap, the bigger the liquidation. Nothing more. There we go. Let's read that again. BSV has such a small market cap compared to anything else. The bigger the market cap, the bigger the liquidation. Nothing more. We have so much disagreement here. This is the problem. We should all be in agreement, and we don't. Everyone's disagreeing with facts presented by educated people. Bro, you're being delusional and won't ever consider anyone's views, even when they make sense. What do you mean? I don't consider anyone's views. I'm sharing everyone's views, giving everyone the floor, allowing you to make your points, and for the viewers to disagree or agree. I am merely presenting the points. MicroStrategy has not been liquidated. MicroStrategy average, the cost is 33,000. Well, if their average is 33,000, that's basically half their value is gone. So how are they not in trouble? Would someone explain that? Why is Elon Musk permitting this to happen? He could have a tweet about BTC and the price goes up. Well, it's because of those tweets. The price is where it is today. Is it right? Let these people know, man. They're brainwashed. Thanks for covering. It does sound like that, doesn't it? Corey2SS. People in the chat are on one side or the other, will not see any other side, and it's like a cult-like following. It's why we're here today, to address this and get to the bottom of it. But it may be something we can never get to the bottom of. People seem to believe one side of the argument or the other. Elon does not care. I wouldn't have thought he does. Elon Musk does not care. I do. I personally do hate the fact people right now are losing their homes, losing their money. They're at home now and their wife has just found out. Because most people that invest in Bitcoin, by the way, are males. Did you know that? By a long way. Their wife has just found out they've lost all their money on Bitcoin and they can't pay the mortgage today. And she's just found out, because eventually she'd find out. And there are thousands of people today around the world getting into arguments right now with their wives. Where's all our money gone? I bought Bitcoin. That's happening right now. So anyway, MicroStrategy have to sell it all to cover their margin money. Mohammed's saying that. Well, that makes sense to me. Ali Tisro is saying he only has 200 million loan. He would have to sell at 3,000. That's the calculations that Ali Tisro has got. Bitcoin's pumping. Thomas Gill wanted to come on and give us some entertainment. Bitcoin is pumping. Which one? There we go. Wow, look at this. The BSV is up today. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting. Let me share with you on the screen. Now we're seeing something. BSV is up today. Despite everything, 13.5% down. Now, there's the argument right there. I said earlier that people are selling Bitcoin and buying BSV. And people said, no, they're not. Well, they are. What makes the stocks go up is people buying them. What makes them go down is people selling them. Now, you could argue, somebody will probably say, no, what's happening now is BSV army. I've got on the bandwagon and thought, hang on a minute, we can destroy Bitcoin today, BTC. Let's buy a few. Let's pump some money into BSV. Make it look like it's going up. Then everybody at Bitcoin, BTC, is going to go, oh, maybe BSV is the real thing. I'm actually making money on Bitcoin today. This is the world we live in, folks. This is the world we live in right now. And BSV is going up. It's just stalled a little bit, but it's right on the line. Let's see. Let's see what happens. We're going to keep watching this for a minute. Now, for those of you who've not joined our show, we're never live on the weekends. We're always live during the week. But I wanted to come on today and just say hello and talk about this. We're live every day for the opening and closing bell. We have cash giveaways. I give away my own money nearly every day. We've got a cash giveaway coming up on Tuesday, because we're back on Tuesday. We're not here Monday because it's a bank holiday. And I'm giving all my Doge away. My entire Doge collection. I'm giving it all away on Tuesday. And if you want to be in the draw, there's 2 videos you have to watch. It's 1 minute, 50 seconds long each. 2 videos, there you go. Leave the word Doge in the comments and you'll be on the draw on Tuesday. I'm giving it all away. I've got some Doge to give away. Now, Tesla has a lot of BTC. That's not good, is it? Bitcoin could go to 0. I've never seen anything like you. What, because you don't like what I'm saying? Bitcoin go to 0? Bro, I've never seen anything like you. Well, you won't ever again, because I tell the truth, right? I'm not here to promote anything. I couldn't care less. I'm perfectly happy. I've got my little house. I've been round the world. I've got my wife. She loves me. And that's it. I'm not going to sell or promote anything to anyone. And I'm not making videos on it today. This is a live show. Giving up my time. I've had 1 super chat for $2. I make nothing on the live streams. Nothing. You only make money out of the videos. But of course, Bitcoin go to 0. Soren S, they have a long-term view. He only pumps Doge when he feels like it. Ryan Evans just subscribed. Thank you, Ryan Evans. You'll be in our cash prize draw for Tuesday. Make sure you tune in. If you subscribe during the show and you like the video. In fact, let's have a little look at that at the minute. How many likes have we got on the video? We've got 35 likes. I might do the BSV song or the Bitcoin song live in the studio if I get a record number of likes. Record number of likes was it 6? What was it now? 67, something like that. So smash the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, and I might do the Take on BSV. You know, the Aha song, and I can hit the high note as well if we get a record number of likes. All right. Thomas Gill says, I can't tell this is the first time. I can tell this is the first time you've seen this. Look at every crypto cycle. This is completely normal. No, it's not, Thomas, and you know it's not. It's broken a limit it's never broken before. The best crypto experts in the world will tell you that it's broken the limits it's never broken before. It's past highs in the past cycle. It's never broken the high before. Well, it's broken it this time. So this is not completely normal. This is not like what's happened before. So the charts, if you're a chart reader, will confirm what's happened now has not happened before. And it will keep happening from years to come. Well, if this is what's going to happen from years to come, is this a good asset? Is this a good investment then? Are you telling me that this is a good investment? This is what it will keep doing over years? Well, then anyone who buys Bitcoin must be absolutely barking mad. If this is a good investment and this is what this is what the cycle keeps doing, so what the idea is then is to pump it up, dump it at the top, let everybody hold the top, and then it all crashes back down again. That's not a good investment. That's the worst investment I could ever make in my entire life, if that's the case. And you are a Bitcoin fan, so I appreciate the honesty, but bloody hell, I'm glad we finally got to it. I wouldn't buy it, would you? Ali Tisro is agreeing to that. This is the normal cycle. There you go. This is the normal cycle, guys, for Bitcoin. This is what happens if you buy Bitcoin. Brilliant. Roll up, buy the Bitcoin, lose all your money. This is what happens every cycle. Well, I'm sure Warren Buffett wouldn't think that was a good strategy. Okay, Ali, I think I can understand that now. Thanks. Josh, I have many people who want to buy my Bitcoins now. MicroStrategy likes to buy them. He wants more. Crack on then. Let him have it. There are tons of margin happening with MicroStrategy, whether it's 21 or 3,000. There'll be forced liquidation at some degree or other. Sailor's average price is around 30,000. That's what I thought, not 3. Chris Moon, don't worry. We just hit historic support levels at 17,000. Don't worry, we just hit historic. Well, people were saying historic support levels were 20 yesterday. Now the chart readers are saying 17,000. Depends on the leverage used and the average price. Thanks, everyone. Will he read my comments, though? I'm reading everyone's comments. I've just read it out. Market profit, correct. His average price is 30,000, but he isn't the one selling. Sam says, I idolize Martyn. There we go. Thanks, Sam. Bill, what we have here is a failure to communicate. Yes, it is. The future internet is what BSV is. Our old internet is broken. The old internet, the internet isn't going anywhere. Smart people, we just keep adapting it. We don't replace it, though. Smart people behind the scenes are rebuilding it. Hopefully that makes sense. Well, I hope so. Ali. He has billions of collateral riding on his holdings. The discrepancy on margin call and forced liquidation doesn't really make sense on average cost. Whale games on a large extent. We're getting some strong words here now. Thomas Gill, I would suggest you don't be rude to Martyn. We are trying to educate. Yes. That's it. But if you can't win the argument with abuse and insults. That just shows lack of education. I'm here, open-minded. I have an education. I'm not stupid. I'm trying to bring the argument, and that's what's happening right now. People get aggressive, and that just shows lack of education. 20 million clueless crypto investors in Coin, DCX, and India need your prayers. They do. There are people now losing everything while we sit here and argue it all out. Good Lord, it's down another 3% just this hour. Yep. It's going to zero. It's going to zero right in front of you. Ali Tisro, I'm keeping an eye on it. A quote from the movie Cool Hand Luke with Paul Newman and Striker Martyn. Speaking from experience, Robert Rose said, I'm on either side. I hold both, but I still think it's a Ponzi scheme. Yep, I hold BSV. There it is. I hold BSV. There it is. But do I love it? Was joking, bud. I know. It's okay. If we thought anyone was getting nasty or aggressive, we have some moderators in here who will throw you out. We don't have any nastiness. We have strong language, we have banter, we have arguments, and that's good. If someone goes over the line and becomes offensive, bye-bye. So we know you're not being offensive at all. And we know you're having fun, Thomas. It's absolutely fine. We want everyone at the table. We don't want anyone walking away going, I don't get it. You've got to be involved. All right. Now, none of you have given me a super chat today to highlight your name, so I've got to run a commercial break now. Otherwise, I'm sitting here for absolutely nothing. I get 1 cent per person for an ad. Here comes the ad. Some of you see it. Some of you don't. All right. There's the ad. You see it? Okay. Some of you will see it, and some of you won't. All right. You know who you are. Bro, if you're a real investor, you don't actually care about Bitcoin's price for the day. I am a real investor, and I do care about everyone's price for the day. But I don't invest in prices. I invest in value. So there you go. With all my stocks I have, I invest in assets of value, not prices. But what I don't do is lose money. I don't do that. Green room. You want to open the green room? People want to have their say. All right. We've got a tip here from Ali Tisro, who wants to open the green room. Now, what that means is if you are a member of our channel, you can call in through Discord. You can call in. We have a green room, and it's open now, and our members can call in. So if you are a member to our channel, you can call in and have your say. So if you're passionate today and you want to have a call and you want to call in, you can't do this on Cryptos or Us. You can't do this on BitBoy. You can't call in. All you can do is give them money and you're just an empty voice in the chat. Well, here you can call in if you are a member of our channel. And the reason why we say be a member of our channel, and you can be a member of our channel for a couple of bucks, is so we know you're not a robot and we know you're not abusive and just shouting and screaming. But there's the invitation to join. If you want to be a member and you want to call in, like Ali Tisro, right now you can have your say live on the show. So here we go. We're going to bring in Ali Tisro. He's one of our members. He's in the green room. Let me share with you what we're talking about right now. This is our green room. This is our Discord. And there's Ali Tisro. He's going to call in now and speak. I'll give you the Discord link as well. So if you want to become a member and also sign up for Discord, you too can have your say live on the show. So on that note, we're going to bring Ali Tisro live into the show and have a listen. So Ali Tisro, you're live on the Day Trader on this historic Bitcoin day. How are you?
Hi Martin, I'm all good. How are you doing today?
It's lovely to have you here. More importantly, before we talk about the nonsense of Bitcoin or BSV or anything else, sadly the other day you had somebody pinch your thieve, your quad bike, and you had an awful time. Any updates on that? We're so sorry to hear that.
No, unfortunately no updates. But what can you do? You live another day.
Live another day.
We'll move past it.
We're all very sad for you. It's awful, the stress of it and the drama of it. So we're sorry, and we hope it all gets sorted out in the end. Anyway, we're glad that you're okay, and lovely to hear from you. What about all this today, then, eh? What about it?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. The viewers are up. There's a lot of BSV army in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm excited about your Saturday stream.
I don't normally go live on a Saturday. That's why I haven't got a tie on. That I haven't got all the lights the way they normally are. It's a casual show, casual Saturday. But I tell you what, mate, we can sit here and laugh and joke and discuss. But there are people today losing all their wealth today. and it's, you know, reality for some people.
In the cryptos or in the stocks?
Everything, innit? Everything. I mean, next week it's going to be even worse. Next week the stocks are going to go down even worse, you know? People are losing their jobs, losing their money. It's tough right now. It's no joke, is it?
Yeah, of course. But one thing is, if you studied the crypto cycles, you would be in a much better position now. You would be cash only ever since 40K. But a couple of things I wanted to clear up, if that's okay. Firstly, with
please
BSV.
do.
Firstly, with BSV, it's already down 93% since its all-time high. So that's what performing worse than Bitcoin. The only reason it's up a bit now is because it's so illiquid. Anyone buying will push the price up.
Okay, hang on.
But aside from BSV,
hang on. Let's just clarify that then, so people understand.
Bitcoin has done this many times in the past. I know you've been saying that it's broken all supports, anything like that. But yes, it has gone below its previous all-time high. But the current market situation, Bitcoin's never been through a recession. Bitcoin's never had these macro events. There's diminishing returns. Any chart analyst would see that it was going to go below. But would you want to be in Bitcoin when it went from $100 back down to $20, back down to $5? It dropped 99%, dropped 98%, and then went back up to 20,000, went back to 3,000. It's all very, very normal in the cycles of Bitcoin. So it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, but it's a shame lots of people are losing money.
So you're out. So you sold it at what price did you sell your Bitcoin then, BTC?
I sold a majority of my Bitcoin at sort of 40,000 when the market structure on the charts was breaking. But okay. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say I haven't sold it. I've still lost money. I'm still holding XRP. I'm still holding Bitcoin. I still have a bit of Ethereum.
Okay.
But I don't mind. My time horizon is not daily. It's not yearly. It's at least 2 or 3 years. It's until the next halving. Okay. It's until the sentiment changes, until the Fed turns. I'm not worried about it. It can go much further down. It can go to 10,000, but it's not going to zero. It will.
So what point? So what point? What point are you going to buy in? When do you think it's good value for you then?
I think right now it's a great point to start dollar cost averaging. If you're cash at 40K, if you cashed out, it's a great time to start buying back in. There is a deleveraging event going on. There are all these crypto scams being liquidated. There's Celsius going under. There's the whole Luna thing happened. There's stable coins depegging. There's blood in the markets. But you need to be greedy when others are fearful. And right now, everyone's fearful.
Very good point. What is your argument then or discussion rather, between Bitcoin, BTC and BSV when they say that it's more like the white paper, it's got more data, you can transfer it more, you know, it's got a faster exchange, all these things. What is your point there?
My point, I guess, I mean, I'm not educating BSV. I don't really care because at the end of the day, it's another altcoin. It's going to bleed against Bitcoin. If the markets are down, if Bitcoin's heading down, it's the market leader. It's going to head down further more than Bitcoin. Maybe not on a daily basis, but on a monthly basis, certainly. So in fundamental terms, I'm not sure which is the real right paper. I don't care at the end of the day. I just know it's all about market sentiment. And if everyone thinks Bitcoin, the BTC is the real Bitcoin, then that's the one I'm going to go for.
Yeah.
But I mean, I create my wealth through altcoins, and right now it's not a great time to be investing because everything's bleeding against Bitcoin. So I'm not part of a cult. I'm not promoting one coin. I'm not saying it's amazing. I'm just here to make money, and I'm going to go in whichever direction the market's telling me.
Right. So essentially what you're saying then, people have been buying in Bitcoin more than BSV. So that's where the market's going. That's where the money's going. And that's the reason why you own it. Is that essentially what you're saying?
Yes, I guess essentially, yes. Okay. But at the end of the day, I don't know the fundamentals of BSV. I don't know what the white paper is. I don't know what half these people are talking about with BSV.
No. But can you see what I mean? Why that sentiment could confuse or lose somebody? It confuses me. Because I buy Virgin Galactic, I buy Apple, I buy Tesla, I buy these things which I know are building things, making things, solving problems, and are probably going to do well in the future because they actually do something or solve something. Well, you're actually saying that I'm buying Bitcoin because everybody else is, and that's why the price goes up. That, to me, that is the very definition of what a Ponzi scheme is.
No, I guess I'm not saying that. There's a sentiment is one thing and utility is another. With Bitcoin, I know it's backed by hundreds, thousands of computers all around the world that are validating your transactions, that are putting it on the blockchain. So it's backed by something. It's backed by all these miners. It's backed by all these computers around the world. It's the only way you can, in your bank account, you don't actually have your money in Bitcoin. You have your wallets, you have your keys. If you have it in your own Ledger Nano, let's say you own your Bitcoin. The money you have in your bank, they can seize off you at any second. So Bitcoin is financial freedom. It provides a place for you to put your money for a long-term store of value. We have 10, 11 years of data with Bitcoin. We know how the cycles are. So it is backed by thousands of computers around the world, thousands of miners validating transactions, securing the network. It can't be hacked unless there's a quantum computer. But if there's a quantum computer, we have bigger problems on our hands. So,
all right.
So,
well, I want to say your input today is being greatly received. People on TikTok are loving it. People on YouTube are commenting positively. I'd like to invite. We've got guests over on TikTok right now. You're not able to talk to our guest who's called in here, talking about his perspective and his opinion on Bitcoin. Please call in. If you want to call in and put your questions to him and discuss with him and all the rest of our investors here, you need to come over to YouTube. TikTok is merely a fun, silly place for people to scroll through looking for half-naked ladies. We are here today with our investors and our traders here in YouTube. So the link's in the profile here, or just type in youtube.com/thedaytrader1. Come on in, have your say. TikTok is a lot of fun, we know that, but if you want to, this is my YouTube broadcast here. If you actually want to come in and have a proper say, come to youtube.com/thedaytrader1 or click on the profile here and come and join us and put your comments and thoughts to our panel of traders here. Ali, it's always a pleasure, sir, having you on the show because you present your side of the argument calmly, eloquently, with facts and stuff, and we had other BSV people call in, and our comments we got from people was it sounded scammy, it sounded like a cult, and I think nobody would suggest you sound like that. You sound like you've made an educated decision. You sound calm. You sound happy with your investments. You've clearly made money from it. You're sat out on the side now waiting for it to go down lower. Perhaps your dollar cost averaging in now. So final thoughts on where we are today, Ali.
Final thoughts, I guess. Once again, thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure being here. Final thoughts would be, when looking at crypto, when looking at Bitcoin, when looking at anything, have a time horizon of at least 2 to 4 years. And the fact presented right now is no one has ever lost money on Bitcoin if they're held for 4 years. No one has ever. So if history is something that might rhyme, repeat, you're safe. So it's a great price to start dollar cost averaging in, and I'll continue to do so. Thank you again, Martyn.
Ali, thanks for calling in. There's Ali Tisro, one of the members of the Day Trader, who offers great input. If you wish to have your say, you can call in and you could be live on the show. We don't want dramatic or cultish style of conversation. We want to learn, and after listening to Ali, I'm now favouring an investment on Bitcoin. It makes me feel confident. It makes me feel I understand a bit more. So I'm not here to promote, not here to sell anything. I'm just here to get to the truth. Because at the end of the day, I want to put my money in a place that grows. I don't want to lose money. I'm not in the business of losing money. This is my actual portfolio. I have 95% stocks, from VU to SPCE to Tesla, Rivian, Lucid, Arrival, Amazon. You can see it all on the screen there. Apple, Microsoft, and so on and so forth. Everything is there. If you wish to have your say, if you wish to call in, you need to be a member of the Day Trader. We don't have bots. We don't have idiots. We don't have rant and ravers. We have educated investors on our show. So here you go. Here is the invitation to join. You can join from a couple of bucks a month and be a part of the Day Trader. We are live all the time, Monday to Friday. Saturday is a rare event. In fact, it's not rare. It's never happened before. But the world was going to mush today, and I thought, I've got to come on here and speak to everybody and give everyone the opportunity to have their say. This is not about me. This channel has never been about me. If it was, I'd make a video, I'd make money like the other guys. But I'm here to help and support everyone. So anyway, let's have a look at a few comments. Thomas Gill said, it's not a casino. It's not a casino. If you're investing in a casino, you're gambling, and that's not what we do. Jason Stolfer, 8,000 to 9,000 is the downside target for Bitcoin, guys. Well, there you go. You're going to buy in at 8,000, or if you think, well, now it's 8,000, it might go to 1,000. It might go to 0. I do not care, says Josh. I feel happy. I won't is like a gamble, casino, Bitcoin. That's what Josh says. Bro, what is BSV? BSV is Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. It's the other asset I hold. I regard BSV as a lottery ticket. Why not? It's cheap, but as Ali said, it's 90% down from where it was. So the way I see it is, it's at its all-time lows. It's like buying BTC when it first came out. Why not? I don't understand it any more than anything else. I invest in stocks and shares that build things, make things, solve problems. But I have some because why not? It's only $500. And if what I'm told is correct, it can go to $1 million. Then if it does, I'm already a millionaire just waiting. So why not? It's like buying a lottery ticket. In fact, I probably have more chance of winning the lottery and become a millionaire with this than I do. Sorry, I have more chance of this becoming a millionaire, $1 million, than me winning the lottery. So why not? It makes sense to me. That seems a good idea. Right. As you've been watching today, I said Bitcoin would go to 0. It's continued to go down. It's now at 17.6. It's continued to drop. Let's have a little look. BTC is no better than the Sky Bet Gambler's Paradise, says Paul B. Here we go. So, Paul B, we've had Ali on the phone. BTC is no better than the Sky Bet Gambler's Paradise. Respect to those. Respect to that from you, day trader. Thomas Gilly, I'm not quite sure what that means. Sorry, I'm not sure what that means. Blockstream crippled BTC on purpose so they can profit off liquid side chains. This is admitted. This is admitted. This is what Crypto Rebel has to say. Today, without Peru, sad. No, we felt that Peru was just pushing an asset. That's why we don't have Peru on our show anymore. This is an open, this is a fair to all channel. I am not promoting any asset. I'm not promoting any crypto asset. We're simply having an open discussion. And if people will share openly and honestly their opinions, we have them on the show. But we are not focused on one asset at all. That's not what we do. And that just creates confusion and a cult-like atmosphere, and that's not what this show is or wants to be. Casino on roulette, red or black, is way better chance. That could be a fair comment. Thomas Gill, Robert, don't. There you go. How's Tesla doing? Very well, thank you, Sam. Aha, Robert Rose, you should interview Dr. Craig Wright. I asked and I got feedback from both sides of the argument. Dr. Craig Wright and Michael Saylor both messaged each office, both received messages, both did not want to attend together on the same debate. I asked and got responses from both, and both did not want to come together on the same debate. And that is the sad fact. When in Miami, when the Bitcoin conference went on, it was just Bitcoin, BTC. When the conference from BSV goes on, it's just BSV. You cannot get the two sides together, which is the problem. Because if you could, you'd resolve everything. But that never happens. And that's the problem why most of the world won't get involved, because they can't get both sides together. And that's why we're here today. Bitcoin SV is strong, says Trandat. If you'd like to call in, have your say, you can. Thomas Gill, I hold a lot of XRP, Ali. NGL, I'm down over 50% on it, but XRP is so undervalued, can't wait till it wins the lawsuit. Ali Tisro, Thomas, XRP is most my portfolio. Ali Tisro is big into XRP. He shared that on the show many occasion. I don't sell my XRP because I don't care where it goes, because they will win. Thomas Gill, read my other comment, bro, about speaking with the guy that was on. Please repeat it. I may have missed it. You can imagine I get lots of comments. I try to reply to everyone. You can only double your money on red or black. Soren S, I like Ali's point of view. He would go in the green. He should go in the green room more. I agree. Ali Tisro's points are always well put, always understand, always make sense. I do enjoy having Ali on the show. Thomas, me too, bro. It's my biggest holding. Sam says, do I need to announce the rules again of the channel? Oh, okay. Rules is in the order. Love and support, smiles, and of course, always respect one another. But all negativity are gone. Yes, indeed. You can trade BSV on Kraken, can't you? I don't know. That's a question from Jix. I don't know the answer to that. Maybe someone can. All right. Well, today was supposed to be a very, very quick broadcast. I just wanted to come on and have a quick video, quick chat with everybody and see what was going on. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. It's been a very interesting debate. We are going to take a short break, and I'm going to come back shortly and pick up where we left off, because we are watching Bitcoin today, because it is continually falling down and continually losing value at the moment. So we're going to come back. So going to give everyone the chance, if you wish to have your say, if you want to call in on part 2 of the debate, okay, we'll be back in probably half an hour or so. There is the invitation to join, right? As a member, you can call in and then go on to Discord. And if you are a silver member, you can have your own channel on Discord, and you can discuss whatever you want. As long as you're not promoting a product, you're just open discussion of what you believe in, that's fine. Martin, happy tomorrow's channel's birthday. No, it's 8 days. That's not hours. That's 8 days, 15, underneath here, 8 days, 15 minutes, and 15 hours and 27 minutes, and 13 seconds until our birthday. 1 year old we will be. Good stuff. BTC is going to hit 13,000, and then it's going to go back up again. Okay, but I think one thing we have agreed today is, no question about it, Bitcoin, BTC, is not a hedge against inflation. That argument has gone. That cannot be, because inflation is up and Bitcoin's down. So it's not a hedge against inflation. And Mark Cuban, who's a billionaire businessman who holds some Bitcoin, has publicly said that. And other people like Warren Buffett have said that. And I believe that, because at the end of the day, it's not up, is it? If it was up, a hedge against inflation, it would be up. Who's to say it won't be up $1 million next year? Who knows? All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are going to take a short break, and if we get enough comments for this video, I'd like to get people's comments, continue the conversation, because the moment we finish the show, you can comment below this video, and I'd like your comments on the video and your thoughts, and I hope to return in about 20 minutes for part 2. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here, and we'll just wrap up the show right there. And all it leaves me to say, as we always close up with this, is thanks for being here. Until we talk again, take care of yourselves and each other.